Hello guys, and welcome to another video with Cass on the Maizuma channel. After I built my ridiculous triple piston extender, some people asked me, can you make a ridiculous double piston extender? And other people asked me on Twitter, can you make a ridiculous quadruple piston extender? And I actually made one a few months ago. There is a video on that on my channel, but it's only upwards. Maybe a downwards version or a horizontal version would be useful to you guys, so let me know in the comments. But today's video is about the ridiculous double piston extenders. By the way, I have a lot of things to show you guys, just look there. And let's start with this one. It's only too tall. And it uses observer blocks. I am on 44A, the snapshot, and they finally fixed a lot of the things that we want for the observer blocks. But I don't know if this behavior is the official one. I'm pretty happy with it. Could be happier, I will explain later, but this is pretty good. So let's have a look at that. So this double extender works. It will leave the block behind, and if you press the button again, it will grab it again. So all you have to it is the double extender itself and blocks on top and an activator here. This guy here works as a updater, and all we need is delay. Enough delay for this thing to update and give it a pulse. And it basically works because those guys are not instant anymore. In the past they were instant, which is very useful for a lot of redstone things, but they're not instant anymore. And I think that this is definitive. I don't think that they're going to change this. It would be awesome to have those things to be instant when they are connected to each other. But if they are not, there are uses for this, and this is one of them. By the way, those things are tileable. I don't think that they interfere with each other, and they fully retract and fully extend. Okay, so this is incredibly compact. I don't think that we can get this thing any more compact than it already is, because only 8 blocks. And there's the vertical version. It's exactly the same design, guys, and it works in vertical position because it uses buds. It's pretty cool. It's so easy now. Okay, the downwards version, I made 3 versions because I couldn't make those things tileable. I couldn't make those things stick together. I definitely can make this work if I use more space, but using the same space or the same design as I use it for the horizontal version and the upwards version, I couldn't make this work downwards. So I made 3 versions. The first one is this, which may be pretty useful since it pushes anything you put here. Like it's useful for doors, especially. It will open a too high gap here, so you can go through, and it will pull back the block. So it's quite interesting, and it uses no redstone dust. As you can see, this guy is facing down, of course, and this version uses a torch to update this guy instead of a piston and redstone dust. And look what happens. This is the difference. It behaves just like the horizontal version of it. And finally, there's this one, which is incredibly simple. We only need a observer block to be facing this direction, and this is not flush, but it's quite interesting. And this design, as far as I know, works in every direction and in every position. So I can, for example, make this and place 1 observer block facing downwards, and then this, let's grab the button, and it will leave the block, it will grab the block. Quite interesting, guys. And of course this works upwards as well in the same way. Exactly the same design, works in every direction, but it's not flush. And of course this all depends on the kind of application you're going to give these guys. And this this is just fantastic. those observer blocks are facing down, and we need a repeater on 2 ticks here. Extension, so the difference is this one won't leave the block behind. It will keep the state and then retract as soon as you flip the lever. Those are very fast. Those repeaters, it seems like those are useless. You could use a repeater to transmit the signal here, but you actually need these. If you remove the repeaters, it won't do the last retraction because it doesn't get the update from the repeater, which is what happens here. So you need repeaters everywhere. This is the upwards version of the extender that will not leave the block behind. And I'm sorry guys, I couldn't make this any more compact, and also this is slow, so I feel like this is a bad design. One interesting thing here is that you only need one observer block here, and this is enough. All the other blocks can be regular blocks. I just use the slabs there to demonstrate this, and it works, which is great, but at the same time is a shame because when they first released observer blocks in the first snapshot with observer blocks, those things would have a signal strength of 1, which in my opinion is a lot more useful than signal strength 15 for these blocks. It would add a lot of balance to redstoning. Really, you could do very complex things, very compact things, and at the same time, if it has a signal strength of 1, wow, you always need one repeater, which makes things more complicated if you need to extend the signal, which is more challenging and more interesting for us redstoners in the community. Let me know if you agree with me in the comments. But that's it guys, it's very slow. Very slow, but it works. This is the, and big, I think this is big. I don't know guys, can you make this more compact? You probably can. And finally, how do you say that, last but not least, the downwards version, which is very interesting, and I have something very interesting to comment about it. So let's see this working. Extension and retraction really fast, but this is different. So all I have here is this line here. This won't power those pistons when they need to extend because there are nothing to be powered, and then 2 ticks later, because of those torches, those pistons at the top will be powered, and then this will work as an ABBA gate, and then finally we get the last pulse from this guy here. So if I remove this guy here, nothing will happen. The last pulse won't happen, and this is because the lamp gets updated. The lamp gets lit up by this torch, and the lamp itself updates this guy, which is incredibly useful because it has delay, which we need frequently in redstone, and it won't power anything down here because this is not direct power. So if you have a hopper dropper thing here, you might get away with some stuff here, like a dropper here, a hopper here, and a comparator on top of this block. You could make a monostable which doesn't get affected by it, depending on if it's on or off and things like that. But the fact that the lamp updates this guy is very useful to us redstoners, and I hope that Mojang won't remove this, because I consider this to be a feature. You could also use redstone dust, but you would lose the functionality I just mentioned now. And yeah guys, I'm really satisfied with how this is now, except for the 15 strength signal thing. But well, I hope that this is useful to you guys. Double extenders are now incredibly easy, and you can use them in a lot of applications. No excuses anymore. And once again, if you want to see a ridiculous triple piston extender, don't forget to check out my other video. In the video description there's a link to it, and it's very interesting, and it doesn't use observer blocks, and it's compatible with every version in the game. So that's it for this video guys. Once again, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.